Hey guys, Tucker here from Fourth Meal Tech, and today I'm going to be rounding up all the stuff that you need to know about Apple's latest March 9th event. So kicking it right off, Apple told us a lot more about the Apple Watch as well as pricing and different variations, so we'll start off with the Apple Watch Sport. Now the Apple Watch Sport comes in at a starting price of $350, and this depends on the size you get. There's either a 38mm or a 42mm screen, and it also depends on the band you get. So that price range can go up at least $100 more depending on the band and size you get. As for the original Apple Watch, it features a stainless steel body, and as well you can pick up some nice leather bands, and they have a whole different variation of different types of band you can pick up. This starts at $550 and will ship in April. And the final edition they did talk about was the Apple Watch Edition, and that comes in at $10,000, which is pretty insane in my opinion, and it features an 18-karat gold outer case as well as some very fancy bands that do feature gold as well. But in my opinion, if you're going to be upgrading a smartwatch in the next year or two, it's not really worth $10,000 unless you have that burning a hole in your pocket. Also, variations can range up to $17,000 depending on the size you get as well as the band. All of these versions of the Apple Watch should be coming out in April, I believe the 24th. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Apple Watch does and which version will sell the most. Now, just as a side note, Apple also did announce that they will be decreasing the price of the Apple TV to $70 instead of a starting price of $100, which is pretty good if you've been looking into getting a new Apple TV. Now, the other big thing, and this was my favorite thing at the new Apple event, was the announcement of a MacBook. Now, this is not a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air. It's kind of an in-between, I guess you would say lower end, but higher end on the design side of things. It's thinner than a MacBook Air, lighter than a MacBook Air, but it's just called a MacBook. Now, this features a 12-inch Retina display, all new design with only one USB Type-C port as well as a headphone jack. And I think that USB Type-C port will provide all your USB, HDMI, VGA, as well as power connections, which some people do not like because you have to buy an extra $80 adapter, which seems pretty ridiculous for pricing as for an adapter. As well, you have to have it hanging out of your computer the entire time you want to have something else plugged in. Now, I guess they did this to keep the laptop pretty thin. However, I think I would rather have a thicker and heavier laptop with more ports. Now, on the inside, it does feature a Intel Core M configured at either 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3 gigahertz depending on the model that you get, as well as the base model features 256 gigabytes of solid-state drive. The next model features 512, and so on. And the base model starts at $1,300, so this is more expensive than the baseline Air. However, I think it'll be a nice netbook for anyone who's looking to just browse the web and not do any intense video editing. It also features some new trackpad technology with Force Touch technology, as Apple calls it, and a new butterfly mechanism for the keyboard, which allows the keys to be much thinner and provide more even feedback. Now, the Force Touch technology comes from the Apple Watch, which they showcased at the previous Apple event, and it comes into the trackpad on the new MacBook, which should add some great features and be able to add overall software improvements to your MacBook. As for the butterfly keys, it allows for more even clicking when you're pressing down on each keypad. Now, one of the bummers with the MacBook Pro is the webcam, and since this is a notebook, you should be doing quite a bit of online video conferencing as well as Skyping, FaceTime, etc., and it only features a 480p video webcam. And I'll have a video linked down below. It's kind of a joke video about the new MacBook's webcam from a fellow tech YouTuber, TLD Today, or John. And it's a pretty funny video, so be sure to go check that out down below. Now, they also integrated the Force Touch trackpad into the latest MacBook Airs, as well as the 13-inch MacBook Pro. So you could pick it up there as well if you're looking to get a new, more powerful machine. As for the battery of the new MacBook, Apple has made a new sort of technology to fit the contour of the laptop. So it adds 35% more battery to the laptop, and you should be getting 9 hours of use browsing the web and 10 watching movies. So this will last you pretty much all day. I'm excited to see what the new MacBook as well as the Apple Watch can bring for us in 2015, and I hope you guys are too. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to click that like button down below, as well as that subscribe button to get all my future technology videos. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.